There are a lot of things I hate. Firstly, I'm gonna get a lot of haters for this, but Avatar. Avatar is the weirdest movie I have ever seen. I couldn't even get 20 minutes into it without thinking, okay, look, I don't know what's going on anymore, but this is some fucked up shit. I mean, there's nothing remotely good about it. It's just so hyped up because it's these oversized Smurfs on another planet. And I mean, that's not even exciting. There's no bestiality because he's already another oversized Smurf when he has sex with her. I wonder how long it'll take them to decide to make a sequel out of it. Did you know they're making a sequel out of Mean Girls? Yeah, there's gonna be a Mean Girls 2. And I don't know about you, but every time I've seen a sequel to something, it's ruined the original movie. Twilight! Yeah, no, I'm kidding. New Moon was actually quite a lot better than Twilight. But that's not really hard considering Twilight was one of the worst film adaptations of a book I have ever seen in my life. Have you noticed that there's no hype for Eclipse, like, at all? I mean, with Twilight, you had all those little Twihard fans that wore the I Heart Edward Cullen and Team Jacob shirts. I mean, don't get me wrong, I go for Team Jake, but that's nothing to do with Jacob. And why is it they always go for the unattractive ones? Robert Pattinson is not hot. Even with the photoshopping and the mass amount of cake-facey makeup, he's still disgusting. Anyway, you know what else I hate? Sponge cake. It sucks. Ooh, I know. The current Facebook trends. I mean, come on guys, you started at Call of Duty jokes, and then turban jokes, and then Kate's party, and now LOLJK. I mean, really, why? The LOLJK groups are terrible. I mean, I'll admit, when I saw the first 2 or 3, I legitimately thought they were funny, but that's because they were legitimately funny. Now you make them for inside jokes that nobody understands, and even if you did understand them, they still wouldn't be funny. Basically, the rule of thumb is, if you see a LOLJK group made, there's already 6 more like it, so don't bother joining it. And I mean, at the moment, just don't join any groups, because all of them are links as opposed to actual groups. Okay, now that you mention it, there's something else that I kind of hate, like, a lot. It's those people. Those very few people who think it's funny and think they're king shit when they do it, who decide to point out everybody else's cliche statuses. It's like, man, okay, nobody was trying to say that they were being unique. I mean, we're not scene kids. We're just posting a status. Of course it's cliche. It's Facebook. It's the internet. There is not one original thing on it. It's almost as annoying as the people that go on and on about how irritating it is when social networking sites like Facebook and Formspring and even Bebo, when they change their layouts. It's like, dude, I mean, look, it looks better now. It's only going to change again in a month anyway, so why make such a huge deal? Speaking of Bebo, if you're watching this and you still use Bebo and you're over 15, go to Bebo and deactivate your account right now. I don't mean to force my opinion on you. Okay, that's a lie. I do. Bebo is shit. And anybody who uses Bebo who is over the age of 15 or heaven forbid 16, dude, you really gotta delete it. Bebo is like Facebook for preteens. Using Bebo past the age of 15 is like continuing to be a scene kid after the age of 16. It just doesn't happen. And if it does happen, you kind of feel just a little bit sorry for the people who are seen past the age of 16. Do you notice that they either choose one of the 2 paths after being seen? It's either they turn into a regular human and deny that they ever were seen, or they turn into a lad. I'm not kidding. I know like 30 people who 2 years ago were seen as bro, and now they're all eshays and all that shit. I mean, how do you go from wanting to kill yourself to wanting to shank everyone? I don't understand. You all had beautiful hair. Now you don't have any. Why does everyone shave their head? Why would you voluntarily make yourself so much less attractive by shaving your head? I mean, I can understand it for the people who shave their head for cancer, but, I mean, come on. Maybe 1 out of the 10 people who do it for that reason. And if any of you are thinking, Jesus, you're shallow, is hair all that matters? Yes. Yes, it is. No, I'm totally kidding. But it's a very, very important factor. Great hair defies great man. With great hair comes great responsibility. Do you not know these quotes that I just made up? You must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon. LOLJK, that was just for Michelle. You know what I was thinking about before? Taylor Lautner and Taylor Swift. If they got married, they'd both be Taylor Lautner. That's weird. Don't you think that's weird? I think it's weird. I think they're a weird couple. Taylor Swift looks like her face got squashed. What do you think of them as a couple? Actually, I'm kidding. I don't really care about what you think. I'm gonna leave you with one last thought. Coke or Pepsi, if you know what I mean. Do you notice that they eat... Fuck!